Man's muted. Damn it! You missed the poetry. You missed the poetry I was spouting off. Very sad. I might cry. Man. I think maybe the entire world is just trying to sabotage me. But you know what? You can't sabotage Blåhaj. It's not gonna work. It's technically they're not even meant to rhyme, but they do rhyme. So they're opposites. So you can't do that. That's not how it works. Right then. Oh boy. Oh me, oh my. Rubs hands together evilly like a little bug. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present to you with the proper the proper pomp and the proper sharks. There we go. I did it. Finally. It's working. We may be slaying. So basically, what I was saying before I realized that my microphone was on fire. Okay, listen up. Now that you actually can. Good artists create things. Great artists just redo the stream they did in November, but like an updated version. Because god damn it, this worked! Oh dear. It's fine. We'll be fine. We can do this. So basically, if, you know what, let me get a funny screenshot of the time I already did the stream. But this is better. But this is the new and improved, that's the wrong button. But this is the new and improved version. Let me have a look at, you think, as a VTuber, that my most popular stream, that's Task Manager again, don't need that. You would think that my most popular stream would be my debut, or maybe the donathon that I did that lasted 1 billion years. Well, you would be factually incorrect. That's what the file is named. Because what is actually my most popular stream that I have ever done, let me tell you here. Let me tell you here. Surprise. You people love this. You people were right, for once. As opposed to the other 99.9% of the time when it's me that's right. How dare you! So, what we're gonna be doing here, waves hands around, what we're gonna be doing here. I've made an updated, like you can say, this is from 7 months ago. And I think maybe some things might have changed in that time. So we are doing the new, the improved, the updated version of Welcome to Sharks. Or as I like to call it, Welcome to Sharks. Right then, has it really been 7 months? It has, and I'll prove it with the way things have changed around here. Because in this presentation, we will be going over what is Shark, new breakthroughs in Shark. This is stuff about Sharks you haven't heard before. You heard it here first. We are going over Shark history, Shark anatomy, Shark Care 101, an extensive introduction to rinse sharks big and less big. And a reminder to Ikea that I am still available for sponsorship opportunities, just in case you forgot. This stream could have been sponsored, so that's all I'm saying. I would have taken it. I would have done it for free. I would have paid. I've already paid. I've already paid for the Ikea sponsorship. It's called my 11 Blåhaj. Let me in. Let me in. Right then. So, first of all, first on the agenda, first and foremost, what is shark? I'll tell you. Blåhaj are a special kind of shark that evolved during the Cretaceous period. Over trillions of years of evolution, Blåhaj began to venture out of the ocean onto land in search of new friends and cozy places to sleep. You haven't heard this before. You think you know Blåhaj lore? I know Blåhaj lore. Don't test me. Do not test me. You thought Blåhaj were invented by, like, John Blåhaj or something? William Blåhaj? Get out of here. No, that's been disproven. It's not canon. Its natural habitat is Ikea, but it will happily live anywhere warm and safe, such as your bed. That's excellent. I love that, honestly. You snuggle up, you got a Blåhaj, you're living the best life that any man can live. Blåhaj are friendly creatures and get along very well with other plushies. Their fins are used for hugs. So anyone asking me, Rin, are the marketable Skrunklies going to get along with the beautiful Blåhaj? What do you think? They're both my sons! And this is the part in the stream where I mentioned that the Skrunklies are only on sale for like 4 more days. Let them in. It's the right choice. Do it for them. Over 11 Blåhaj exist in the wild. I know this because I have 11, and I have seen more outside. It's true. It's just true. You can't argue with facts. For example, these facts. You guys, some of you, most of you, probably haven't even seen this little fellow. Probably only 1/10 of you will know what this guy's name is. Probably less. You will probably forgot. It's... Scroll up. This dude. Don't say ooh, you're banned! We need to go over the history of Blåhaj, and this is the first step in the ladder of knowing things. Blåhaj's earliest predecessor was named Blåhaj. I looked up the pronunciation and I forgot it. So sometime in the late 2000s, how dare you people? This is your great-grandfather. You're all bullies. You can see, you can see the roundness of the eye. You can see the little teeths. You can see the fins. This is where it began. This is where it began. This is the first shark ever sold by Ikea. This man is a piece of history. You put respect on his name! Not much is known about him other than that he's a silly little dude. Look at him! Funny man! They still sold these, I would also have like 12 of them. Goofy dude! Yes! Excellent. Okay, so what I'm learning today is that you're all bullies and I can't get along with any of you. That's excellent. Well then. Then you don't respect this guy. You don't deserve him. You don't deserve him. Let me show you what's up with this. The next step in Blåhaj history. Next, there was Grusby. I think it's said that way. No, you don't get to say this one is cute, but this one doesn't deserve to exist. How dare you? How dare you? He's cute on the inside. You are all just haters. Yes, so sometime around 2008, Grusby, real. He apparently had thick grey fur and a lot of stuffing. He sounds delightful. Unfortunately, this is not a genuine Grusby. This is just a grey shark that I found in a shop window when I was on holiday a few months ago. I saw him, and that's why he's covered in sand. He's modeling. This one is a model. It's a good visual, because the grey is pretty similar though. So it's a good visual representation of what Grusby looks like. There are pictures, I just can't show them for like copyright reasons. Silly dude! Funny man! In the words of one of my managers, he's swaggin'. Nice. Right then. And then, there was Blåhaj, a slightly smaller and more lightweight shark sold up until around 2012. You can see him. He's getting closer. He's evolving. You can see the evolution. He went from being small to being big to being blue, but a different kind of blue. It was a recessive gene. Don't worry about it. You just gotta draw one of those squares to figure out the genes. Evolution. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, there are also blue Blåhaj, and they are the predecessors of the modern Blåhaj. Okay, so if Blåhaj is baby, this is the dad, this is the granddad. Grusby would be the great-granddad, and this would be the great-great-granddad. You put respect on his name! Anyway, moving on. Also, I would just like to say once again, have I said this before? I don't actually know. Blåhaj translates incredibly loosely to shark to pet or shark to stroke. And you know what? They were goddamn right. Blåhaj has 6 gills and this will become important soon. And by soon I mean now, because Blåhaj history does not end after the Blåhaj. The modern Blåhaj exists in two distinct forms today. A form with 6 gills, as you can see on here, and a form with 5 gills, as you can see on. These are both stock images from Ikea. These are both real and true sharks. You can see the difference. All of my sharks have 5 gills because I bought them. I came into possession of the sharks after a certain time. But you know what? They're all excellent. So if you have a slightly older shark, that is a legend. He is a father. How dare you? If you're the biggest Blåhaj fan, then I'm the second biggest Blåhaj fan. We can all agree that I'm the biggest fan, though. It's a matter of ego by this point. If someone takes that away from me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's go over the anatomy of the modern 5-gilled Blåhaj. Here he is. He's my boy. Well, this one has 6 gills, but it's fine. He's the real Blåhaj. I know it's Blåhaj. I just like saying Blåhaj because it sounds funny. Blåhaj. Excuse my English. I am British. As you can see here, all parts of the shark are excellent. The key points include fluffy fur to snuggle up, shiny eyes to see in the night, little fins to hold, big tail to swim, friendly teeth to eat snacks and sweets, never for attacking, always for protecting. Not pictured here, the tail label for the writing of Blåhaj names, but someone asked me the other day, Rin, is it safe to take the tail off of, the tail or the tag? Is it safe to take the tag off of the tail of my Blåhaj? It is safe to take the tag off. It does not hurt them. It's okay. I mean, it's shark. Damn, he is shark. We have the shark emotes now. We didn't have the shark emotes last time I gave this presentation. Yes! Oh boy, I'm glad I hate those tags. You'll see all my sharks soon. I took pictures of them. But my eldest, Nibbles, his tag is... It's basically transparent at this point. You can see through it. It's so old. So I might take it off in one day if it frays too much. But for now, the label stays. Right, let's go over some numbers. 100%. People who bought a Blåhaj and then reported increased happiness. 200%. Blåhaj that I would hug. That's all of them and then all of them a second time. 1,100%. How many Blåhaj I have, which is a 120% increase from last year. And I don't know if you can see that. 155%. And that is increasing the Ikea profits if they just collab with me. Come on, I'm not desperate, you are. Just let me have this. It's why I'm here in the first place. I'm fine. Let me in. Things that a shark likes. Friends, warm blankets, comfy pillows, the sound of rain outside, going on road trips, the scent of freshly baked cookies, tiny hats, huge hats, hats that are the right size. I know, I'm a genius. Wearing socks on fins. And I can tell, I still have some of my socks from when I was a 0-year-old child. And I found out that the socks worn by a 0-year-old child fit perfectly on the fins of a little Blåhaj. He looks so snug. He looks so cozy. He deserves to be warm. So if you, for whatever reason, have baby socks anywhere, you could always donate them to a shark. He looks so snuggly in just in the little socks. It's great. It's wonderful. Right then. They also enjoy sunbathing. The thing about the Blåhaj, okay, is that the blue fur of the funny shark is actually very good for absorbing heat. So if you put a Blåhaj in the sun, it will just warm up and it'll be nice and toasty. And then you can go, oh yeah, it's a toasty shark. And you'll be having a good day. Sharks like afternoon tea. Put them in a chair. End of sentence, because I'm right. Balancing other plushies on his head. You wanna... You want to have a good time? You get a Blåhaj. You get a baby Blåhaj. You put the baby Blåhaj on top of the head of the big Blåhaj. You win. You've won. You've done it. I am correct. No further questions. Groovy tunes. Going on holidays. Lounging. God, I love to lounge. And that's why we get along so well. Dancing. Cha-chaing real smooth. You know, because sometimes a Blåhaj will just slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha real smooth. Let's go to work. Blåhaj slide. The only valid dance trend. Crisscross. That is excellent. That is 3D debut. I'll do the fucking cha-cha slide with a Blåhaj. Fulfill the prophecy. Cha-cha. Real smooth. Moving on. Blåhaj like watching the sunrise because they are excellent. And they love the satisfaction of a job well done, even if that job is just a good nap. And you know what? More of us should be living like Blåhaj. Just chill, in their element, moisturized, thriving, clear skin, crops growing, having a little nap. You could... Isn't that Pokemon sleep thing is going around right now? There we go, that's gonna date this video. Oh dear. Well, you know what? A Blåhaj also sleeps. This is true. Nice. Right then, and photo ops. And speaking of which, I have some very good pictures of my sons coming up. But we'll get onto that in a bit. For now, how do you care for a shark? This is important. You can't just go and pick up a Blåhaj. It's like getting a cat, okay? You can't just go and pick up a shark. You need to understand the needs of the shark. The sharks they are low maintenance. They're like me. I sit in my room all day and I eat garbage, and that's the only upkeep people need to do for me. Apart from all the chores I don't know how to do. But apart from that, a Blåhaj is very low maintenance. Right, let's go over how you care for a shark. More than anything, it is important to know. It is important to make sure your shark knows that it is loved, because Blåhaj thrive on human connections and being appreciated. And you know what? Maybe that says a lot about society. Get a shark. I believe in you. Right then. Here come some various shark care tips, so that you know how to properly care for your funny little guy. First of all, bring your shark with you wherever you can, including outside. If you have multiple sharks, make sure they all get equal attention. So if I have 6 Blåhaj, this is true, I do in fact have 6 Blåhaj, and I decide, let's bring Nibbles outside today, then the next time I should make sure that I bring, like, Finley or Terry or someone outside. Because it is important to make sure that, don't do shark favoritism. That will hurt their feelings. You can't do that. You can't do this. You have 11. I'm talking about the big sharks. I have 6 big sharks and I have 5 little sharks. It's easier to take the small sharks out with you. So I'm talking about the big ones, because they tend to get out less. Right then. If your shark falls on the floor, pick him up immediately and give him a hug. Non-negotiable. How dare you? If you drop plushies of any kind on the floor and you don't pick them up and you don't say sorry and you don't give them a little pat on the head, I don't even know you. I don't even fucking know who you are. Do not disrespect me like this. Shark can be used as a pillow, but not too much. But a bit. You know, because if you use a Blåhaj as a pillow too much, it's going to get, and we'll get onto this later, it's going to get lumpy. And being lumpy does not hurt the shark, but it is to be avoided if it's like good to do so. Don't squish the shark too much, I think. Don't squish him too much. You can give him a little squish. But don't let's question too much. I've got things to say about that. I've got things to say about this. Try your best to not spill food or drink on your shark. If you're having dinner with your shark, make sure to have napkins on hand, please. Shout out to my brother, who can't do this, hates it here. One time he spilt milkshake all over his shark, and I think it hurt me more. He just spilt milkshake. He just spilled strawberry milk all over his shark. We had to put him on the washing line. He's okay now. He's fine. The shark, Coconut is fine. But like, now you see. It can happen to you. It won't happen to me because I'm taking precautions. It could happen to you. He's okay. But don't let your shark end up like that. Make sure that when you go to sleep, you bring your shark. Tuck it in next to you so it stays nice and snug. If you're cold, they're cold. Put them in your bed. The funny shark. Under the covers. Let the shark be under the covers. Under the duvet. Let them be snug. Don't just let them freeze out there. They have feelings. How dare you? It's important. You let your cat in the bed? You let your Blåhaj in the bed. It makes sense. Let them slay. Let them slay, I swear to God. Let them slay. Oh dear. Right then. And also, if your shark has little clothes to wear. Nice. I love that. And if your shark looks a bit scruffy, consider washing and or rechonking it. See next slides. Why don't we see those next slides? I was gonna say surprise and I nearly said subscribe. There's only like 2 brain cells and one of them is sharks and one of them is like YouTube clouds. Everything is fine. Right, let's talk about rechonking. What is it and for why? Rechonking is a delicate surgical procedure wherein a Blåhaj has its stuffing added or replaced. So if your Blåhaj gets lumpy, there is something you can do about it. The practice is especially beneficial to older Blåhaj who may be developing lumpy stuffing, a condition that causes them to become floppy and lumpy. You'll often see when a Blåhaj has lumpy stuffing, like, okay. So say you've been using your Blåhaj as a pillow for too long. All the stuffing is going to migrate until, like, let's say the tail. So the tail is going to be really firm, but like the body is going to be a little bit deflated. And you'll be like, "Aw, man, what's wrong with you?" And the Blåhaj will go, "Blåhaj." And you'll go, "I understand now. It's time for the rechonking. Let's go." Being lumpy is not harmful to sharks, and it is a sign of being well loved. It's not necessary, but if you want to, if you want to get the shark back to how it was before, then there is always a way through. In the rechonking procedure, a Blåhaj is opened up by its seam and new stuffing is put in before the shark is sewn up again. You also may use this opportunity to wash your shark. You can take all the stuffing out, you can wash your shark, then you can put all the stuffing back in once the shark is nice and dry. And then you'll have a nice fresh shark. But of course, this is a surgical procedure, so do your own research before you rechonk a shark, or take your shark to a professional. If you know someone who does like sewing and stuff, if you know someone who can use a sewing machine, get them on that. Maybe convince them to get a shark. Shark hygiene is important. Shark hygiene is important. Don't let those crumbs get on him. Do not use him as a napkin. I hate you. Don't do that to him. Right then, but also, I brought up washing a shark. How do you wash the funny shark? And this is important. Simple to keep clean and fresh, since the soft toy can be machined washed at 40 degrees Celsius. I cannot remember if that's verbatim. Machined wash? Ikea. Right then. So you wash them at, let me check, what is that in Fahrenheit? 40 C2F. It is 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so from the Ikea website, Machine wash, maximum 140 degrees centigrade, C, 140 C, 140 F. There we go. On a mild process. Do not bleach, tumble dry, or you can let the Blåhaj air dry. But also, if you've ever seen a Blåhaj in a tumble dry, then he just goes whee. And you know what? I love to see it. I love to see it. He just goes. It's great. It's wonderful. Let him spin. He can spin a little. As a treat. Do not iron the shark. He doesn't need that. Do not dry clean the shark. He does not need that. Right, now it's time for me to talk about my family of sharks, the only grandkids my family gets out of me. Why get married when you can spend the money on Blåhaj? Oh dear. I feel like maybe, you know, the country is starting to accept that they're not getting any heirs out of me. Unless that heir is my adopted shark sons. Oh dear. Right then. Child the first. This is Nibbles. His birthday is May 5th. He is the responsible child of the group. He likes sardines, and these days, this is an updated version of the PowerPoint presentation, so I can tell you that these days, he likes to hang out in the garden. It's sunny outside, he will tend to the flowers. It's great. It's wonderful. Look at this dapper boy! My son! My son. Oh boy, first in line to the throne. Actual legend. Beautiful boy. Wonderful little creature. Then we have Finley. Finley is the second oldest son. He has a best friend called Snuggles. Snuggles is a turnbow. I think you've seen Snuggles before. He's like a little beluga whale. And he can also wear little socks. I love Snuggles. That's why he's called Snuggles. He's very photogenic. He likes dressing up. He enjoys big hoodies. There are, I think, I'll find them at some point. I've taken a lot of pictures of Finley wearing crowns. But if you have a big hoodie, you can also put that on a shark. And then we'll all be like, oh yeah. Oh, nice. And he travels a lot. You know, a lot of the time, Finley will be the one who comes with me in the car when I'm off to do things. Like official duties or... Oh, God. This is Puddles. Puddles is my only shark daughter so far. She keeps all of the boys in check. She rolls around a lot. She enjoys reading. She has, since the last stream we did of this, won a poetry competition. She's so well-spoken. It's incredible. Smart, thriving, flourishing, having a great time. She enjoys afternoon tea a lot. She likes cucumber sandwiches. Without the crusts. But, you know, she'll eat the crust if she has to. And those little triangular sandwiches. Or like the ones that are like teeny thin little rectangles. It's wonderful. Of course she did. Of course she did! She's a winner! Yes! You're the best! Shark the fourth. This is Terry. This photo was taken in the dark days of winter when we had the fire going and he was getting all nice and snug. His birthday is October 26th, 2020. He likes to sleep a lot. One time, and I've told this story before, one time, this was after I had surgery, so it was a great day for this to happen. I left Terry in the boot of a car, just for safety, because there was nobody in the car to watch him. And when I returned after my surgery, the boot of the car was wide open. But it was fine, because he'd slept through the whole thing. Oh, my boy. He didn't even notice. It was terrifying. I walk out after having 2 teeth removed. I'm like, I want to be unconscious right now, please. I go to the car with Mum. We know... Why is the boot open? Why is the boot to our car open? But it's okay. My boy was... Immediately after my dentist says not to do anything that's going to raise my blood pressure. And then suddenly that... He's okay. He's okay, and that's the main thing. He opened it. He just wanted fresh air. And then he went back to sleep. He just wanted to hear the sounds of the city. Right then. Child the 5th. This is Mako. He's named after the shark species, not after any person. Just getting the misconceptions out of the way, okay? Okay. I've been saying, oh, is he named after? No. No, I had Mako before I was even doing YouTube, I think. I had Mako before I even debuted. And his name was Mako. Real and true. Piano playing shark. He's so skilled. He's a child prodigy with a heart of gold. And he hangs out a lot with the Blavingard boys. You know the... you know the plushies they have at Ikea now? Where it's like, it's a whale with a zip in its mouth. It's a orca. It's a dolphin. Those silly little creatures. We love them. We love them. It's great. Silly man. Silly man. Look at it. Very important. Very important. You can see, I love this picture because you can see his shark reflection in the shark piano. You can see the silly. We love him. And then, of course, Child the 6th. This is Neptune, the shark named only but yesterday. It is excellent. Neptune is, of course, the youngest child. He's very strong. He hides the other tiny plushies under his big, strong things. You can get a set of like 5 teeny tiny Blavingard. And they will it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. He will wear them like hats. It is wonderful. I raised that man. You named that man. Slightly different. Still appreciated. Look at him. Look at him just chilling. He's just lounging. He is just lounging. We love lounging. We love that for him. Let's go, Neptune. But then you may be saying, Rin, but we named 2 sharks yesterday. And that means it's time to talk about the baby Blåhaj! The Squinky! Yes! 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 Here comes the boy! Or rather, here come the boys. Here come the boys! First off, the babies. We have Castor and Pollux. They are twinsies. They are twinsies, Your Honor. Ah, yeah. The thin one, this one is Castor, and the wide one is Pollux. They are not identical twins. They are silly twins. They are snuggly little twins. You love to see it. You love to see it. Look at them just thriving. Living their best life in their element. They are the eldest babies, but they are babies nonetheless. I care them. Silly little dudes. Silly little guys. Silly little folks. Silly little guys. These are the sharks. Sharks, sharks, sharks. All the lyrics in this song have just become sharks. Right, next up. Apollo and Justice. They're not actually twins, but they act like it. They are inseparable. It is incredible. You bring Apollo somewhere, you gotta bring Justice somewhere. They are just silly little dudes. They are squeaky. Scribbly. Is it safe for the Blåhaj to be upside down? He's just chilling. He is just thriving. He's just doing a little roll. They're goofy, these sharks. Justice has a special tag around his tail because he is a treasured gift from a bestie. So I didn't get them. I got Castor and Pollux at the same time. I didn't get Apollo and Justice at the same time, but they still basically act like twins. And you know what? They can be twins now. I decided. And they were besties. Justice is from a bestie. This one's Justice. And they are besties. And we're all besties. And you love to see it. They like to hang out in the kitchen. If I'm making pasta, if I'm heating up some sausage rolls, I could go for some sausage rolls right now, but we don't have any. I'll get some roll cake. I'll get some chocolate Swiss roll cake after the stream. And I'll take Apollo and Justice to the kitchen with me. And we will get some cake and we will bring it back and we will have a little party. It's gonna be great. And then, your boy, Syrup, the squeaky. Syrup is the littlest shark of them all. He likes to wear the little socks. I have found this. Look at him. Yes, the Syrup stands are strong. Tiny boy. They are just the littlest. Just the snuggliest little shark. And they are twins with Neptune. It is great. So all of the baby Blåhaj I have are basically like twins. You know what? I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this because they're all excellent. We love to see it. Yes! Oh, they are funny little creatures. Beautiful, blessed little beings upon this world. Right then. And then we have honorary mentions. The aforementioned. My brother's sharks. This is Sharky. He's a little bit scruffy from being used as a pillow, but he's still excellent. So this is kind of what a Blåhaj starts to look like after it's been like very well loved. After he's been used as a pillow. My nephews. You know, he's still thriving. He's still having a great time. He's just, you can see where all of the stuffing has gone into his tail because all the pressure is put on his body when he's being used as a pillow. The silly! Great, great. And then we have Coconut, who was involved in the strawberry milk accident, but he's okay now. He often spends late nights playing computer games, and then he sleeps in. And not, by the way, included in this presentation, I would like to also say, at the same time that I got Neptune, my brother also got a new shark. I haven't been able to include him in this PowerPoint because I do not have any pictures of him. His name is Jophiel. He's a fancy little fellow. If he had a top hat, he would wear it. My man would definitely wear a top hat. And now... Wait, hold on. I just want to calculate real quick. I just want to calculate how many sharks we have in the house. I have 11. Brother has 3. A lot. I think my cousin, who's also staying with us, also has one. Ah, yeah. Life is working out. Life is working out good. We have an incredible number of Ikea sharks, and this is why we live in a palace. It's the only house big enough to contain all of the little sharks. One day I'll get that mansion. And then... one day I'll get that mansion, and I'll move somewhere, and I'll just fill it with sharks. We're gonna have like 70 of them. It's gonna be great. Hold on, let me... A mansion is expensive, but what is... The Blåhaj is 17 quid, and I times that by 70. I could make like 2,000... I could make 2,000 pounds. For 70 more Ikea sharks. Then I'd have 85 in one house. I'm doing it. I know mathematics! Yes! This needs to be a Guinness World Record. I mean, if they'll have me. If they'll let me in. How do you actually get a Guinness World Record? Let's not get sidetracked. We are going to get sidetracked if I keep bringing that up. Okay. And now. The Ikea brand deal that I deserve, Polite. I thought it was important. I thought it might just be important. Last time, I was trying to convince management that Blåhaj is a business expense. And I think maybe they get that by now. So it's time to set my sights on the wider world. Ikea. John Ikea, if you are listening, I would just... It is. It is! It's a business expense. See? They understand. The silly dudes, the funny boys, are an integral part of our business strategy these days. I hope management appreciates me using the proper idol branding to show you a shark for everyone. That's right, everyone in this live chat gets an Ikea shark. Confirmed true. only gonna be a few $1,000. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Right, I would just quickly like to go over my strategy for why I deserve the brand deal and what we will do with the brand deal. And here's how it goes. Here's my proposal. Ikea, you email my manager. You let me star in one of those Ikea adverts. Mum showed me one the other day. Oh no, we were watching TV and an Ikea advert came on. And she was like, oh, you'll like this. And the second I realized it was Ikea, I was like, oh, I do like this. But the problem with Ikea's advertising is that it does not have enough sharks. I can fix this problem. I can make things better. Let me star in one of your... They give me legally they have to give me 3D one day or I'll cry. That was the terms of our agreement with me and Idol. It says in my contract, either they give me 3D or I just weep and sob. So, they'll give me 3D one day. And when they give me a 3D model, and I can move my arms all about, that is when the magic happens. That is when everything begins. That is when I get to star in an Ikea advert. I'll do whatever you want. I'll look at drawers. I'll build a bookshelf. With difficulty. I'll do one of those. I'll stay overnight in an Ikea. It seems very hospitable. The point is, Ikea, you just let me in. I expertly market the sharks as I have with the marketable scrunklies. Okay? Upcoming image unrelated. But I'm just saying. The marketable scrunklies, which are only on sale for another 4 days, you know. I've heard they're selling pretty well. I've heard people kind of like them. Ikea, imagine if that was your brand. Ikea, imagine if we could buy the Penrose collaborative Blåhaj. They would be selling out like crazy. What if it was purple? What if it was purple? Come on! I'm a genius! You've made custom Blåhaj before. I've seen them. Please, we could make so much money, and also we could make so many sharks. And then, of course, the final step is a success. Image unrelated. Image fully unrelated. But I'm just saying! Times Square is beckoning. I'm just saying. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I know. I'm a genius. I'm so good at this. So basically, at the end of the day, when all's said and done, when it's all wrapped up, when we've done what we came here to do, when everything's finished, when it's all over, when the time has come, when the clock's run out, yes! Sharks. Hold on, can we... So I just want to see that. The spin! Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk again. There we go. I think I have pretty thoroughly explained the appeal of the silly little shark. I feel like things should be making sense to you now. So basically, what I want to know now is, how many people will it take for me to convince to buy, how many people do I need to convince to buy Blåhaj before Ikea sponsors me? That is what this is all about, okay? Okay. I'm a man on a mission. All right. You go out there. You go out there. You buy those silly little sharks. You tell me, you tag me on the site formerly known as Twitter. You tag me on Twitter. It is a public website. Ikea, make sure to say the word Ikea, so that when Ikea is like looking up things to do with their brand, they just see a bunch of sharks. they'll notice this. They'll say, why are our sharks selling so many sharks? And then they'll see and they'll find my YouTube channel and they'll see that my most popular content is Blåhaj themed and they'll say, holy shit, Blåhaj influencer. And this is how I become the Blåhaj influencer. And then they'll let me do one of their adverts. They'll invite me onto their website. I will sell so many sharks. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. You see if I don't. I'm gonna. They deserve it, is all I'm saying. They deserve to be properly marketed. Let them in. Let them in. Oh boy. And with that, you know what? I think my master plan has been set into motion. That is the Blåhaj TED Talk 2023. Maybe next time I get some more sharks, I will show you some more sharks. But for now, you've seen some sharks. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. Right then. Today is like day either 1 or 2, depending on how you slice it, of Blåhaj week. We are doing a full week of silly stuff. Tomorrow, I'm going to be rating fish. It's gonna be a good stream, I promise. Deal with me here, okay? We are going to be rating fish. It is going to be me and an eel and an octopus. And we are going to rate some fish. It's gonna be great. Please trust. Oh boy. My first Kohai collab, that is true. And it is on a very good topic. Maybe I'll sneak in some sharks. You'll never know. You'll know. You can recognize a shark. And then the rest of the week is gonna... I should say this right now. I got my schedule wrong. Thursday and Friday are meant to be swapped. I just made a mistake because, once again, my 2 brain cells are, one is Blåhaj and one is Cloud. So the game show and the Lego stream should be swapped. But other than that, I will fix that, and then I'm gonna go have a nap with my sharks, and it's gonna be wonderful. But until that happens, thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. TED Ikea, my beloved. And with that, I bid you adieu. Or do I? Real! Real, yes.